Y'all know it's subliminal message season. Everything you see is for a reason. What's good, people? It's your boy, Mr. Rome, Cowboys fan talk, right back. Like I never left, yo. How y'all feeling? I'm feeling good. Look, before I get started today, just want to say thank you to y'all, man. I feel like I haven't done that in a while. Don't never want to take y'all for granted. Thank y'all for the support. Thank you for all the likes, subscribes, the shares. And if you haven't subscribed, man, definitely hit that sub button. Join the team. Join the cartel. It's that easy. This that time of year, like I've been saying the last week or two, it's a drought. The news is dried up. It's not much to talk about. And the Cowboys are doing minimal things. I thought about making a video about the two new signees. The Cowboys signed a cornerback today. I forgot his name. And they signed Willie Harvey, linebacker from the UFL, led the UFL in tackles. If you want me to do a deep dive on those two, I can. I thought it was minimal. I don't think it's that big of a deal, but I can talk about those two if you want me to in the next video. But this one, I wanted to focus on something I saw because, this is read between the lines season. It's subliminal message season. It's things going on right now where you're trying to get a message out to the media without saying things to the media. It's our job to read between the lines. At least it's new media's job. That's what we do. Dak Prescott and Ceedee Lamb are sending messages to the media. Yesterday there were two posts. I don't know if it's exactly yesterday, but there are two posts. Shout out to Brandon Laurie on Twitter. Excellent Cowboys reporter. He puts out a lot of information that other news outlets don't. I appreciate him for what he does. And y'all definitely go and follow him if you use Twitter or X. And the two things that he put out seem minor. Dak Prescott is going to, I think it's like Tight End University. It's one of those things. It's kind of like the pass rush summit that Micah Parsons goes to every year, where all the good tight ends in the league get together. They share knowledge. They work on their passion, their skill set. Dak Prescott is seen there speaking here.
Not the fastest guys, right? You just said that. You're running against the safety in the corner. How do I know to throw that ball? Unless you give me an indicator, that guy's going to beat you to the spot. So that's where that staircase, right? And the deep over, all those things matter to me, right? I'm watching the defense, I'm watching the back. I'm not asking my eyes how there's some offenses that are, but you've got to learn that, right? You've got to go to that, and you've got to get that freedom. First and foremost, it's learning your quarterback. I know it's a tight end, y'all got an offense, every part of it. I would say I challenge you to the run game, right? Pass protection, all that. The next step is truly knowing what your quarterback's thinking when he's throwing you the ball, because you guys are quarterback's best friend. We've got to throw the ball across the middle to right to take advantage of our matchups outside. If we're not on the same page as you, you don't have a shot. If you have a good tight end, you got a chance to have three. Appreciate you, man.
Now, that's minor. Dak is just talking about how important tight ends are to the team. Now, I took from that is Jake Ferguson is going to have a big year. Jake Ferguson is going to have a big year. Dak Prescott is talking about how important he looks at tight ends, what that seam and throwing down the middle does for opening up things on the outside. And as he has grown into the quarterback he is now, it's important to have a great relationship with those tight ends. So that was dope. But the thing I wanted to focus on was the thing that's in the thumbnail. Dak Prescott wearing a Yankees jersey. Now, I don't know what team Dak Prescott grew up loving in baseball. He might be a Yankees fan. But he knows everything that he does as a Cowboys quarterback is scrutinized, put under the microscope, and will be talked about. So he knows if he wears a New York Yankee jersey, it's going to get headlines. Now, why does that matter? Well, first and foremost, the New York Giants have a terrible quarterback. Daniel Jones is trash. And unless he has an exponential jump this year that I don't see coming, they're going to move off of him next year. Who's poised to become a free agent next year? You guessed it, Dak Prescott. Yes, Dak Prescott is poised to become a free agent, and the Cowboys are in this whole standstill where they don't want to pay him and all such a situation. I think they will pay him. I've said that already, but For the interest of this video, let's act like they don't want to pay him. Let's act like they don't mind him hitting the free agent market. We've talked about teams that might want Dak Prescott. From Seattle to the Steelers to the Raiders to the Titans to the New York Giants in your own division. And that's very realistic. So yeah, him wearing a Yankees jersey and knowing that people are going to start to talk about it as they see him is definitely on purpose. Also, going to the Pass Rush Summit, he starts to get a feel because George Kittle's there. Greg Olson's there. A lot of the great tight ends in the league are there to work with each other and to pass that knowledge around. But then you start to get a feel for one of the big announcers in the league, some of the best tight ends in the league, just how people feel about you in the league. Because you don't get to talk to these players like that when you're going against them. It's a touch base. And I got this idea from Jesse Holly. I'll put it on the screen. He said Dak Prescott is getting dressed, going out more, filling out the situation. And that really sparked my interest. Like, wow, Jesse. So shout out to Jesse. I thought he made an excellent point. Dak Prescott is out here kind of filling out his options and seeing what's going on and leaving no stone unturned as he gets ready to go into his final contractual season with the Cowboys and could be a free agent. Let me just kind of go out here and talk to some of the top players. And while I'm doing it, let me wear a Yankees jersey that everybody's definitely going to connect me to the New York Giants. And you can say, yo, that's foul. No. There's all is fair in love and war. And right now, he's in a contract dispute with his team that doesn't seem to want to give him overarching, widely spread support that everybody would think the Cowboys are all in on Dak Prescott. So sometimes you got to throw little jabs at him. He's definitely sending a subliminal message to the Cowboys and the Cowboys fans. Don't trip. You can wake up with Trey Lance as your quarterback, or Cooper Rush as your quarterback, or some random other dude as your quarterback, and I could be a New York Giant with Malik Neighbors punishing you on a yearly basis. Me personally, I don't want to see that. I don't. But let me switch to CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb with a little subliminal message. He posted a picture on Instagram saying he's starting to see the light and it feels real all of a sudden. And I was like, that seems minor. CeeDee Lamb working out like he always does. What is that caption about? It's one of two things. One, he's starting to see the light that the Cowboys don't really rock with him like they say they do. And he's going to look out for self, which would be horrible for us. Which would be very horrible. Because he said it's starting to see the light and it's starting to feel all real. Or, and this is the one I'm leaning towards, the subliminal message, I think that CeeDee Lamb is saying the contract negotiations are going good and we're getting close to a deal. It's starting to feel real. As in, this contract is coming to a close. We'll be locking this bad boy up within the next month. And I'll be with the Cowboys for the foreseeable future. That's the one I see. But look, in both of these scenarios, with Dak Prescott wearing a Yankees jersey, what do you think he is trying to get across? Because he's definitely sending the message. You don't wear you don't wear the baseball jersey of your rival team city in your division. You don't. You just don't. So y'all let me know what Dak is sending across and let me know what you think CD's trying to say. Because they definitely sending subliminal messages. Like I said, this is subliminal message season. Everything that you see is deeper than you think. It's not on accident. But it's your boy, Mr. Rome, man. Like I said, I'll talk about those free agent signings if y'all want to. They're very minimal to me. Maybe the linebacker one means something because I feel like Damone Clark might need to look over his back. But we can talk about that if y'all want to. Y'all just let me know. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. I'll holla.